Hello and welcome to The Rest is Football with Micah Richards in the back of a car, Alan Shearer and me, Gary Lineker. After a very successful international break for England, it was back to Premier League football this weekend. Alan, you were doing PLP yesterday. Yep, Micah, I've just been watching you for hours and hours on the television.
Talking the same old shit again, Micah.
I was outstanding today. Absolutely outstanding.
I agree.
Yes,
I totally agree.
We concur. You were.
I was outstanding. Hey, Joleon's just come in. Look at him.
Joleon's in the car.
I'm halfway through my podcast. He's trying to ring me.
Sorry. Congratulations, Gary. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, hang on. Was this staged? You bring him in on purpose, did you?
He said, was it staged?
It was.
Bringing you in.
It doesn't matter.
It's fine.
The views have gone up.
It's been a long time since I got my hands on any silverware, Mike, I tell you.
Hey, guys, can we talk about you in the NTAs? Firstly, you looked magnificent.
Didn't he look well?
He looked such a charmer.
Was brilliant. And then your speech, everything, thoroughly deserved. Congratulations. Absolutely outstanding. Fully deserved.
Micah, shall we just do this? Hang on one sec. Oh,
he's got his trophy.
Yeah, got it for you.
Love it. Well done, man. Thoroughly deserved. Well done.
Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun, actually. It was great to have three of my lads there. Producer Harry, is on honeymoon at the moment, so he had a good excuse not to be there. But it was really lovely, and people have been so sweet and kind everywhere I've been. So thank you. It was great.
Before we get into the football, though, you know your speech and stuff, because I know you've been a broadcaster, 30 years now. Mm-hmm. Did you ad-lib that? Did you write that? Did you expect to win? What were your emotions going into it?
Well, I think everybody expected Ant Dec to win. They have won it 23 years on the bounce.
Amazing.
So I didn't really. But obviously in my head, I had something in case. The fact they invited me, I thought was something. And then when I arrived, I was asked outside, what do you think your chances are? I said, well, I've come really just to watch Ant Dec win it. And he said, oh, well, Ant Dec are not here.
Whoa,
and then I thought,
aye.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Maybe, possibly. But they were on holiday, I think, in South Africa. Couldn't attend. They sent a nice message on Instagram.
They're doing the I'm a Celebrity thing in South Africa, aren't they? I think.
They're doing it in South Africa?
I think so, yeah.
That would explain it. So, but you've got to be slightly prepared just in case. I kind of just knew 3 or 4 bullet points that I would waffle on about. It was lovely. It was a good night. A good night was had by all.
I hope you had a few beers after, did you?
I had a couple, but not too many. George and Tobias went out late. Richard Hughes came down. Rich was there for the match of the day. Yeah. When I saw he was coming as well, I thought, interesting invite. Okay, maybe. So, yeah, I think the lads were out quite late and Rich was with them. So you'll have to ask him next time you see him at the match of the day. So, well, interesting days, games today. Liverpool huffed and puffed for a lot of the game, and I thought, no, they're not really creating much. Is it going to happen? And I thought, well, I've captained Mo Salah. This fantasy football, by the way, Micah. Oh my word! I'm watching matches now, and I'm upbeat a bit, and then it's like the end of the world, and then what? It's mad what it does to you. I've got it already.
Roller coaster.
But I've had a very, very good weekend.
Have you?
Yeah, well, I've got Haaland as well. I've got Pedro. I captained Salah, but I would have been down now, wouldn't I, if he hadn't have scored that? And I'm sure you did as well. I'm sure most people
Salah,
did.
Yeah.
I should have captained
Haaland.
Did you? I thought you were a bit chirpier than you've been the last week or two. But don't you have Goodmanson?
Oh, honestly, it was a disaster. I wasn't watching the game. I was listening to it. I was on Live Score, I think I was. And it was a clean sheet. I was thinking, absolutely buzzing. And then it went to the 91st minute. I thought, we've still got a clean sheet here. And Goodmanson, for those who don't know, he plays for Leeds, fullback. And he's only 4 million, so he's a cheap defender.
Yeah.
But he's done really well. He's got a few assists and got loads of points. And then, okay, if you concede, you still get your defensive contributions. But to score an own goal, he got 0 points. I actually threw my phone.
And did that help your points total or not? We're just going to do the first half with you, Micah, and then we'll talk about Saturday's games, Alan and myself, because you'll be driving yourself home, and unless you're going for a night out with Jolien.
No night out.
Hey, do you think those two are going straight home, by the way? No chance.
Not a chance in hell.
Honestly, I'm still recovering from Barbados. I was up 4 kilos. I'm up 2.5. I'm not drinking. I'm off the ale. Guinness, of course.
Yeah, we believe you.
Let's start with the Manchester derby. It was pretty comprehensive. I thought, City deserved, obviously, their victory. You can see that coming back to a degree, I think, with Rodri back. I thought Reinders played really well. Haaland looks at his absolute best and strongest and fittest. What's that? 7 goals in 5 days or something. He got 5 in midweek, didn't he, for Norway? So lots to enjoy for City fans today. As for United, blimey. I mean, they just look so poor. I mean, one thing I would say, and in a way you sort of say, well, he knows the way he wants his team to play and he might not have the players. But the one thing I would say is if you constantly tell everybody you're going to continue playing the same way, does that not make your team very easy to plan against? So, like City today, they outnumbered them in midfield. They had too many bodies for them. They couldn't cope. But
men against boys today.
But Pep knows before the game exactly how they're going to play. If there's no surprise.
That's exactly right, guys. And that's what I've been saying on Sky after the game. And because you're from the studio and you can see bird's eye view, so you can see all the positions. And in the first minute, Haaland gets his chance. United grew into the game a little bit of confidence. I remember saying after the United-Arsenal game, I can see an improvement. And I actually thought in aspects of the game today, Man United did good things. But what is crystal clear is in the middle of the park, they need more legs. I can see that. All the fans can see that. But the manager is sticking to his guns. And I just don't understand it. Every manager should be able to adapt. You've got Rodri, who actually in the first half, I didn't think he played too well. I think he gave away a ball too easily. But you've got legs with Reinders, and you've got Foden playing off Haaland. You've got Doku coming into little pockets, and you've got Bernardo Silva. So when you're playing with Sesko and Burmo and Diallo, they are forward-thinking players. So they can give you what you need in terms of the start of the shape that you're trying to do. But they are thinking about getting the ball forward as fast as possible and doing what they do best. So it works when the game's really tight. But as soon as the game opens up, you're asking forward players to do midfield players. Well, it just doesn't work. And at the back, if I was playing in that back 3 or back 5, whatever you want to call it, it's virtually impossible at times because Bruno is their best player. Playing him as a number 6, he doesn't track runners, but then the back 3 are not pushing up. They're getting overrun in midfield and then in behind as well. It was just a disaster, absolute disaster. And they need to sort it out ASAP because if they carry on playing that way, they're just not going to get any better.
He's not changing now, by the way. That's his style. That's his system. That's him. He's nailed himself to that system. He is not changing now. No way is he changing. He's brought in what they think are players that can play that system, and that way, that's debatable. But he is not changing that system, Micah.
Yep.
Totally I don't think he is. I mean, he's been very stubborn so far. I mean, why change now? I mean, that really worries me the way Kobbie Mainoo has been kind of almost dismissed. I mean, it's such an incredibly young talent, local boy as well, doing really well. I mean, I thought actually when he came on, he did really quite well. I don't get it. I don't know whether there's something that we don't know about or anything like that, but it's slightly baffling to me.
Who have they got next? What fixtures have they got next, Man United?
They've got Chelsea, haven't they? They've got Chelsea next week,
Chelsea
Saturday.
next week, yeah.
Right.
And
Toughy.
they've got Brentford as well, I think I remember seeing. They've got Sunderland and Liverpool, if my knowledge is correct. Yeah, that is the next four. And they need to sort it out now. People think because I played for City, I'm an impartial pundit. I don't like seeing United like this. They're better than they're showing, but the manager's being so stubborn in what they're trying to do, it's not helping anyone. And I feel like the players now are starting to lose faith a little bit. Like, they don't know what they're doing. And yes, Luke Shaw for the first goal, he can defend better. But before that, if you rewind back 5 seconds, if there wasn't a 4 at the back, everyone would know where to be. They would know when to jump. They would know when to drop off. But at the moment, they don't know what they're doing. And it's not improved in that aspect. Yeah, there's certain games they've looked better, maybe on transition. They're playing for the Lions a little bit better. But defensively, they don't know where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they're playing against a good team, and I thought Man City had a lot more energy today. But I look at Šeško, because I obviously in that position, and he had that one shot early, very, very early on in the game. Other than that, he must be thinking, any danger? Any chance of giving me something here? Something to go after, some crosses or I don't know. It's like...
Yeah, he was absolutely starved of any real service. He went through once where he broke the offside trap and the keeper blocked his shot. But he does look quick as well for a big guy. And I watched him specifically for a lot of the game, as much as you can when you're watching TV, rather than being at the game. And his movement, he's making darting runs, but the ball, I felt for him a little bit. I mean, it's tough. It's tough when you're not getting any service out.
Yeah, I understand that. I get, I saw him last year a couple of times, Champions League. It's a lot of money for him. And I think it's a massive ask for him to go in within a club and a team that's under huge pressure from where they are to where they're trying to get to. I think it's a huge ask for him to go in and be successful this season. I really do.
Haaland had a field day getting behind United.
Oh, Haaland.
I bet he wishes he could play against that back three every week.
Haaland's he's energized, guys. Watching him in the warm-up and watching him the way he's defending crosses, the way he's using his body to affect, the way his little touches simplified his game, and then just running in behind. He was on it. I think that's one of the best games, all-round games I've seen him play, apart from his miss.
Bullied them, didn't he?
He really did bully him, but I thought Foden was excellent.
Very good.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
good to see Phil back. He looks like he's got a bit of a smile on his face. He looks the old energy. Now, we don't know what was wrong last season. I think Pep said it's great to have him back, which suggests that there was... I mean, he said it himself, didn't he? He said, I've had issues off the pitch. We don't know what they are. They're probably obviously personal. But hopefully his mind's now back and fresh because he's so talented.
I just want to ask you guys a question. Obviously, I was number one in my position for a long period of time, but Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer are first names on the team sheet. One thing I will say about Phil Foden, whenever he had a bad game, he was hooked. Kevin De Bruyne would play, Bernardo Silva would play, and so on and so on. But if you look at the difference with someone like Cole Palmer, even if he was having a bad time, so he started the season quite slow. He's had his injuries. He scored the other day. But he can play his way back into form, whereas Foden, if he had a bad game, like Kevin De Bruyne is going to have a worldie or whoever it may be. And I just think at times maybe we've looked at it, and especially myself, because obviously winning Player of the Year 2 seasons ago and then last season a little bit inconsistent. But it's very difficult when you're going through a bad spell and the team's winning without you. Whereas Chelsea need Cole Palmer really to tick if they're going to play at their ultimate best. So for you guys, if you're going through a bad spell, you knew you were going to play. With Foden, he's not, you know?
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point.
I think from our position point of view, it's slightly different because we can have a nightmare and score a goal, and it doesn't matter. We get through it, Whereas midfielders are slightly different. A goal can mask our performance, can't it? Whereas in different positions,
of the time.
Yeah. Whereas in other positions, it can be different, can't it? I mean, even you look at Haaland. Not today. He was brilliant today in everything he did. But we've seen Haaland not have hardly a kick, but all of a sudden he gets the goal, and then that's it. That's the difference between a forward and any other position, I think.
Yeah, it's true. I'd love to see him back. I wonder if it was a deliberate reference that Pep made about saying it's really great to have him back. We missed him. We missed his creativity, he said. And I thought, that's maybe he's trying to go, right, you're my main man. We've missed you. We want you back. Give him a big confidence boost and a lift for what is obviously a very big season for Manchester City, but a very big season for Phil Foden, not only with Man City, but obviously the World Cup's coming up and he's a little bit out the picture at the moment, which if you'd have said 18 months ago, you'd have gone, what? Really? Really? But
yeah, we got some strength in those positions, right?
Oh,
my
incredible strength there. But yeah, Manchester. Can you see them creeping? But you're a bit more confident this season, Mike. I mean, I think that some of the new additions might make a difference. I think Reinders is a really good player. Great energy.
Yeah.
Great energy.
You remember the first game of the season against Wolves? They were excellent. They had a higher energy. I still think the press is a little bit off. I thought in the game today, if Man United would have been a little bit cuter when they broke that line in midfield, had that been better players, they might have got punished. So I still think, like Bernardo Silva, he's a very good player, but he's not giving what he used to give in terms of that energy. But Reinders, I agree with you, he brings something different. I thought Kusanov, although he's a centre-back, played really well at right back. New goalkeeper as well. So when you talk about are they there, they're not at the treble winning, side we've seen in previous seasons, but they're creeping back to somewhere near that. Yeah. And if Haaland plays like that, if Foden plays like that, you've got to give a shout out to Doku as well.
Yeah, he
Doku,
did well.
Brilliant. But he simplified his game. He got on the ball, he beat his man, and then he passed it easy. Put good balls forward to Haaland, and then his composure in the last little bit was a lot better. So I can see improvements. I don't think they're at the best that we've ever seen of Man City, but in terms of this season, I see higher energy, and I think they can push Liverpool and Arsenal a little bit further this season.
I quite enjoy watching Nico O'Reilly. I think he looks like he's only 20. And to come into a Manchester City side with those sort of players around, and
good player.
I like him a lot. I think he's got a real chance.
Yeah, good player.
He's actually been a midfielder playing
playing out of position, which suggests that he's very intelligent.
He's very intelligent. He's quick. He's strong. He's good on the ball, and he's playing for Man City. How hard it is to get into Man City's side. His development's been really good, and Pep obviously trusts him to put him in a derby. Yeah, it says a lot about him. He could have put Guardiola left back, but he went with Nico O'Reilly, so fair play to him.
Good start for Donnarumma as well.
He's a man mounted.
What a save! What a save from Mbeumo, wasn't it?
I feel sorry for Trafford, but that save.
Should have signed for Newcastle then, shouldn't he?
26 million. 26 million. He's just won the Champions League. He's 25, 26 years of age. It's just absolute snippet. Yes, people will talk about playing out for the back. He's not Edison playing out. But in terms of shot stopping, his record is incredible. What a signing that was. And he had a fantastic game today in the derby.
He really did. Just one thing I want to mention is he's not directly involved in football, of course, but he was a huge football fan, and that's the sad loss of passing of Ricky Hatton, 46 years old, incredibly sad. I met him a couple of times at Sports Personality. Seemed a lovely guy. God, dear, how sad.
What a shock. Micah, I thought you spoke really well today.
I agree, yeah.
Tough, and I thought the City fans and the United fans, actually, it was a really nice gesture before the game for him, but incredibly sad.
incredibly sad. And it's one of those things, you only find out 10, 15 minutes before you go on air. And how are you supposed to...
Yeah.
I don't know what sort of obviously he can be real. He was someone, and before I went on air, I was down because it hit me, and to get that on camera where it's Super Sunday, you're supposed to be energized, and especially with my energy, the way I love to do punditry, and then you've got to go on and talk about someone who was one of the nicest people ever. He was a man of the people, absolute legend in every way. And to go on air and try to articulate yourself before a Manchester derby, it was so difficult. But I hope I got the tone right. And
no, I think you did. I think you did really well, and he loved his football as well, didn't he? So yeah,
he absolutely loved it. He was a proper fan from day, and it was hard hitting before I was about to go on air, and
so sad.
Yeah, it was a difficult situation, and it was so sad. But condolences to his family and all the people closest to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace, champ.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the other game played today. They left it late.
Again.
Blimey. Yeah. I mean, Burnley are incredibly well organised, and, whether they've got enough firepower to stay up remains to be seen. But, if you defend really well, you're going to nick points here and there. And I'd be quite encouraged if I were a Burnley supporter. I mean, it was a bit of bad luck at the end. I mean, it's one of those in this silly new law we've got where your elbow's like 8 inches away from your body, and he knew it himself straight away. He's obviously jumping up, and it's a natural movement. It's not unnatural, but I really felt for his face, his poor face.
I think everyone knows that when you look at Burnley and their record last year, and you look at Burnley already this year, particularly at home, then they're going to be tough. And I mean, Liverpool didn't play well and maybe slightly fortunate to get the 3 points, but it is really tough when you've got that many men behind the ball sort of camped in around the 18-yard box to break them down. But I think everyone knows it's going to be tough against Burnley at their place this year.
Yeah, agreed. But I thought Esteve was
very
outstanding.
Good. We picked him out, didn't we? Squad anyway for the fantasy team.
Yeah, he's really comfortable on the ball. Left footer, wins his aerial duels. I know Tony, the big Burnley fan as well, loved him in the Championship. And it's always that question: can you do it in the Premier League? And he just looks like a Rolls Royce at the back. Obviously, it's a little bit easier when your team are in that low block and you're getting a lot of help. But if you just look at his awareness, where he is, his positioning as well, he's only 23. He's got a big future. Yeah,
it looks a really talented defender. Interestingly, we want going back to bloody fantasy again here. I mean, that goal from Mo Salah was not only was he my captain. I mean, it's classic Salah, wasn't it? And it's funny. Normally, you'd be slightly nervous if it's a player. I absolutely 100% knew he'd score, but I had Dubravka and Esteve on the bench. I didn't really understand what that meant, but I was watching the game with Tobias, George, and Angus, and they were saying, "You've got these two on your bench," and I went, "Well, they're not. Yeah, but that's loads of points if it's a clean sheet." I went, "Oh, right, okay. I'm with you. I'm learning this game as I go, Micah."
Can you see what you've done to him, Micah?
Yeah, you'll be soon. And you're on the group chat constantly saying, I've got the best team, I'm top of the thing and everything like
Salah
that.
was my captain as well,
Yeah. So where do you think Liverpool, I mean, don't answer me by saying top of the table, 3 points clear, but I mean, they're not free-flowing yet, but then I don't think any teams really are yet because it's early stages in the season. Teams are settling in their new players, etc. What do you think of Liverpool?
I would be extremely happy if I were them. They've not played well at all yet. They've won. They've won 4 games out of 4. And they've got £125 million centre forward to come in as well. So
who's that? Oh,
I forgot his name. I'm not sure.
His name now. You've got a new one. You don't care.
Exactly. Yeah,
we'll come to that later.
I would be really happy if it was that. You'd have to be, wouldn't you? And for the other teams, it has to be really worrying that they've been nowhere near their best, but they've won 4 out of 4. They've found a way.
Yeah, I think if I was a Liverpool fan. you'd be really happy. They're getting over the line. I think in midfield though, with Wirtz at this moment in time, it's not clicking. It will come good because he's that good of a player, and when you spend 100 million plus on a player, you expect straight away. He's obviously very tidy, but he's finding it harder than I thought he would. I thought he would slot in straight away. But that's something that you have to look at. If you look at Liverpool in previous years when they've been successful, I won't say workman-like midfield, but high energy in midfield. He slows it down a little bit. Obviously can see a pass, can play a ball, but he's not the Wirtz that I expected at this moment in time. And once he starts firing, they'll be even better. Add Isak to that. But I really like Ekitike. I just think he offers something different. And I think with Liverpool, how they won the league last year wasn't free-flowing as maybe a Klopp team. But they found a way, and now they've got Isak and Ekitike up front with Gakpo and Salah. They're going to take some stopping and not even have to play well to get over the line, you know?
Yeah, real firepower over there. Okay, Micah, we'll bid you farewell. Safe travels and...
I'm here.
Good. I thought you'd passed out there. I thought, is Jolien driving? Is that the problem? See your driver. Okay, let's take a break. When we come back, me and Alan will talk about Saturday's games. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. If you need a website, Squarespace makes it simple. Whether it's for your business, your side hustle, or just to show off your work, their AI-powered design tools help you build something that looks amazing, functions beautifully, and gets results, no matter your skill level. Head to squarespace.com/football for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the code FOOTBALL to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Welcome back to the Rest is Football with, just Alan Shearer and me, Gary Lineker now. Let's discuss Saturday's games. Alan, might as well start with the early one. Arsenal made light work of their victory against Forest, didn't they? Played really well, I thought.
I thought they were excellent, actually. Yeah, bit of a slow start for the first 10 minutes or so, but I know after that there was only one team going to win it, and particularly so when they scored so early after half time. Once they got that second one, it was a matter of how many they were going to get. Forest didn't have an answer to Arsenal's pace of the game. Madueke, I thought, was superb. Eze on that, putting a great ball in for Gyökeres for his goal. Yeah, so Arsenal, I thought, they were really impressive. Did what they had to do.
Where does the Saka situation when he's fit and well? I mean, it's the sort of dilemma you want as a coach to have the choice of players that they've got, but. You know, obviously Eze was really good. I thought Madueke was probably the best player on the pitch. Caused them all sorts of trouble down that. I felt sorry for that Morato. He didn't know whether he was coming or going most of the time. But he's got real options now and depth, which is probably what they've lacked in the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, even with him affording to leave Declan Rice out on the bench, I think that tells you how impressive they are in almost every position. When you look at their firepower in terms of the right-hand side, they've got Madueke and Saka. Left-hand side, they've got Eze, they've got Martinelli. Obviously, Gyökeres coming in. They've now got Zubimendi in midfield, who scored 2 great goals, particularly the first one on the volley. My God, what a strike! Then they can afford to leave Declan Rice out. Saliba out injured. Mosquera comes in. I thought he was superb. So yeah, they're really, really strong at Arsenal now. So we all know what they have to do.
I think where they can be really encouraged, Al, is that the new signings have all not only they've hit the ground running, haven't they? I mean, you've mentioned Eze and Madueke, but also Zubimendi in midfield as well, and Gyökeres 3 goals in his 4 games, just the sort of start you want as a striker. So I think even though prior to this game they hadn't been at their free-flowing best, they hadn't created that much, but now 4 games in, you go, this is a squad now to be reckoned with. I think we might have a bit of a title race on our hands this season. I mean, I don't see Liverpool running away with it quite so comfortably as they did last season, because I think City, yes, they've only won 2 out of their 4, but their new signs are fitting in. Rodri's easing his way back into things as well. And obviously Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester City and, even possibly Chelsea. So I think it could be a really, really interesting season. But, Zubimendi's a player I've seen in the La Liga over the last 2 or 3 years. And he's that classic little Spanish player that they produce, isn't he? They're comfortable just in front of the back 4. He's happy to receive the ball. He's very comfortable and confident. Didn't expect him to bang in a couple of one screamer and a header.
No, not like that. Not like that at all. Yeah, I thought he was excellent. I think the key to getting the best out of Gyökeres is early balls into the box, because I as you know, I did PLP yesterday, so I watched that game, and the first half I was thinking, and it's a really fine balance, because you've got Eze and you've got Madueke who part of their game and big strength is going past players and being brilliant at doing that. But I also think sometimes you don't have to do it. You just, the early ball kills defenders as well. And I think that's sometimes the brightest thing to do, rather than beat and check and do all that. So there's a fine balance. But I do think to get the best out of Gyökeres, they need early balls into the box, because you saw that straight after half-time again. It was the game a couple of weeks back where that ball over the top when he got his goal. And it was very similar yesterday, where straight after half-time, ball in behind, and first time into the box as a one-touch finish for Gyökeres. And that's what I think he's going to thrive on, if they can find that balance, But yeah, they looked really good yesterday, Arsenal. I thought it was a really impressive performance.
It was a fabulous first time cross from Eze, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
That wasn't easy to
Not at all.
Absolutely pinpoint. Yeah. That's the sort of thing us number 9s.
Love it. Brilliant.
Easy chance, but you've got to be in there, and he was, and that's the most important thing. So encouraging start really for Arsenal. As for Forest, I wonder whether Ange Postecoglou missed a trick. That old thing when a new manager comes in, right? I watched the first one from the stand, and the number 2's in charge, Arsenal away. It obviously didn't bother him. He wanted to get him, because I think he only had 1 day's training with them. So certainly not the game to judge him on.
Particularly with it being international break as well, and not having all his players. It's a unique situation, because a lot of the time, as a new manager, you come into a football club that's probably been struggling, and the team's really poor, and you're getting the job because of that. But on this occasion, that's not the case, is it? It's that he's walking into a really good team, good squad that achieved a hell of a lot last year. I know they had a surprise result last time, and that's one of the reasons, I guess, why Nuno lost his job. But the main reason was because, I suppose, as soon as he went against the owner, it was only a matter of time. Yeah. So Ange just walking into a really good football club, a really good football team with some excellent players. And I mean, we had the discussion yesterday about which way is he going to play, or which systems he's going to play because of his style, etc. I don't see that team doing too much differently to what has got them the success. And I think he's a bright guy and a bright manager to understand that. And nothing much, I don't think, will change. You'll have 1 or 2 little tweaks. But in terms of the way Nottingham Forest play, I don't think you'll see too much difference in their style.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. It's I think the injury to Murillo was a real shame as well, because he was terrific in that first half an hour. He's in my fantasy team. That's why I thought I'm going to get.
Oh, here you go.
Have you noticed how? Oh God, what they've done to us, Alan, here, putting us into this fantasy league.
Hello,
you're up and you're down, and you. Oh, dear me.
Why didn't I put him in? Why did I have him in? It's like
it's quite fun though. Makes every game interesting that you watch, though, even when they're dull. Let's move on to. Good start for Thomas Frank with Spurs. Obviously had that home defeat. It was against Bournemouth, wasn't it? A couple of weeks ago, when they didn't play that well. But I mean, that was as comfortable as it gets. And I do worry for West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, Tottenham were worthy winners. They've had a really good start. They had a little poor result, didn't they? But they bounced back really well. They've got some good options. Javi Simmons coming in there. Yeah, it's looking positive for them. And I'm looking forward to Tuesday to watching. I'm doing them in the Champions League for Amazon.
Are you?
Core comms on Tuesday night.
Who've they got again?
Villarreal. Yeah, so it'll be a great occasion. Good atmosphere, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to it. And they should go into the game full of confidence after their performance at the weekend. I know West Ham went down to 10 men, but Spurs did what they had to do and looked good at doing that. So yeah, they should go in full of confidence.
I mean, Villarreal had started the season well, but they got beaten on Saturday by Atletico, so that might leave Spurs more confidence.
Yeah.
Haven't really discussed Daniel Levy, have we? Since that news broke, obviously, during the international
the blue, wasn't
break. It certainly was. And, I know someone that knows Daniel reasonably well and was chatting with him the day before, and I don't think he had any idea that
I was going to say, did he see it coming or not? No.
He doesn't believe so.
Right. Interesting.
So it was a bit of a turn-up. Obviously, they waited till the transfer window had closed, so time for a change. It's very rare that the person at the top goes, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously they'll have their reasons for that. I guess he was influential in bringing Thomas Frank into the football club, so whether that will affect him going forward, I don't suspect. But I don't know. It'll freshen things up, I guess, at Spurs. They've had a really good start. It's been really positive for them, other than that poor result. But they've got Champions League football, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that a change at the top sometimes can work as a positive as well.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel Levy attracts different views, obviously, from Spurs fans, and I think mostly, almost entirely, football fans care about the results on the pitch and the amount of trophies you won. Obviously, they won one at the end of last season, but I think that's obviously what was missing. He said it himself. He wanted the club to go on and win big competitions. But in terms of a club well run, I think he deserves an enormous amount of credit.
Massive,
what he's done with the stadium, in terms
training
of the
ground.
Business, the training ground is as good as it gets anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And it might be a bit frustrating for him, particularly if they do now go on and get a lot of success under Thomas Frank. But yeah, I think business-wise and how to run a football club off the field, he's certainly done a brilliant job.
How mad is football, isn't it? That you eventually get their trophy they've been waiting for so long, and then within 6 months you get rid of the chairman and rid of the manager. It's remarkable, isn't it?
It really is. West Ham.
Oh, not good. Not good at all.
I mean, they were
looks a mess.
Pretty static again in that. I mean, I know they got some Montento. Obviously, the sending off was from Souček was a big blow. They were one down at the time, weren't they? And then they kind of capitulated from there on in. But there doesn't seem to be much of a spark there. I know they obviously had a good result against Forest where they scored 3 late goals.
Yeah,
but it's hard to see. Certainly, no improvement since David Moyes left way back, I would say. In fact, possibly, I think they've gone backwards, haven't they?
Yeah, I've said to you before. I think that it looks from the outside that it's a difficult club to manage. I mean, what say you have in whoever or what comes in, and also what would be worrying is that not for the first time. And I know they had the sending off, but not for the first time already this season. When they conceded that first goal, it's capitulation, isn't it? That would be a worrying sign.
Yeah, you said you were doing PLP. What did you make of the Romero goal disallowed?
I thought it was harsh.
Yeah, I think it's one of those, isn't it, that they certainly wouldn't have turned it over if it had been given, and they probably thought there's
Correct.
not. I mean, I thought it should have been a goal, but it wasn't a clear and obvious error because there was a bit of pushing and shoving.
Yeah.
But he's in my team, Alan, so I was a bit choked at that. But
that's why. That's why I understand now. Yeah,
he did get an assist. So yeah, good start to the season for Spurs. Big
Very
night
good.
for them on Tuesday. Look forward to hearing your commentary on that one, Alan. But I mean, Chelsea looked like they were going to get all 3 points. Once Cole Palmer came on, he made a real difference.
Massive difference.
Probably should have scored another goal himself. But beautiful finish, wasn't it?
It was a great finish, a tough finish, because the way he's had to sort of guide it in there with the left foot, and it was a great connection. I mean, he should have scored another one. Keeper saved it. He should never have saved it, but he made the difference without a doubt when he came on. I thought Brentford deserved something out of that game, and I think in terms of a fair result, I think it certainly was that. What about Henderson's pass, by the way?
Oh, what a ball.
Shada for the goal.
Yeah, he deserves a mention, Jordan, because I think he gets on, because of the fact that he's gone back into the England squad and people can't quite figure out why, because he's obviously at the latter stage of his career. I think he's getting a bit of unfair stick because he's such a good pro, such a good perfect, and he's been a really, really excellent player for years and years and years, and
always given everything,
and he's obviously a leader, which is one of the reasons I think that Tuchel has brought him in to have around the camp. It was a gorgeous pass.
Brilliant pass.
It really was
superb.
Long throw-ins are back in fashion, Alan.
I liked his words after the game, Keith Andrews, about how he sort of said, well, there's a bit of snobbery around about long throw-ins. I mean, Liverpool brought in a long throw specialist, didn't they, in terms of, or a throw-in coach to do those type of things. I mean, back in the day, that was that Dave Challen I played against that throw-in. It was an absolute, I hated long throw-ins because I always had to come back and defend corners, and then long throw-ins. It was like, oh my God, how much energy do I have to waste, keep coming back into the 18-yard box to defend these things?
You shouldn't be so good in the air, Al. That's the thing. If you'd have been, I mean, I scored a lot of headers, but they weren't climbing, leaping. Yeah. And I always stayed up.
If you've got a long throw, and you're good at it, and you can put that into the box, and you've got big guys who are prepared to flick it on and do the battling and the scrapping. Why wouldn't you do that? It's like,
well, it's as good as a corner.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's actually, if you've got someone that can hurl it all the way in, it's better than having a free kick in a wide area, because in a free kick on a wide area, the defense can push up to the edge of the box, but with a throw-in, obviously you can't be offside. So that means you're hemmed in against your goalkeeper, and he's having to try and struggle and to defend. So it is actually probably better to throw the ball in than it is like to kick the ball in. I
mean, I don't know. You say the long throw-ins are coming back, but I don't know whether I'm making this up or not, but it seems to me already there's more goals being scored from crosses this season, I think, or in recent times, where there's more balls going into the box from crosses rather than pass, sideways, pass. I hope that continues. I really do.
Even from the back a little bit as well. There's a bit more variety.
Yeah.
You know what the game's like, Alan. Everyone says, there's new tactics and and obviously there are some inventions. But it goes round. It's like fashion, isn't it?
Correct.
It goes out of fashion, then it comes back in, and the game it's been ever thus, really.
Correct. Absolutely correct, yeah.
I know you've been chomping at the bit to talk about your new signing, Al. What a great start.
Why do you think I brought crosses up? That was Jacob Murphy, another brilliant cross into the box. And if you've got someone who is 6'6", like Voltemade I thought it was a very promising debut. Obviously, the goal is the highlight, and it was a brilliant header.
It was.
The timing of it, the way he got around it, and the power, I was really, really impressed with that. But I thought his overall game was good. I thought his link-up play was good. He gave Newcastle a threat, which they haven't had in the first 3 games. So it was a game Newcastle had to win. It was an important game to win. As I said, they made hard work of it, even going into the latter stages, where because they'd only scored 1. I thought it was going to be one of those days, where you've had chances and you've had the possession and all of those things. They might get punished, but it was. You can imagine how he's feeling. Young boy, what was he, 23, coming into Newcastle for all that money, pressure on. So you understood how he felt, and the relief and everything else. So he would have slept well last night. We really would, and be looking forward to next game, Barcelona on Thursday. What a game!
That's not bad, is it?
Incredible.
I mean, it's, as we said before about Gyökeres, it's so important when you're a big new signing. If you can, make life a lot easier if you can get off to a good start. But he does look a real talent. They might have unearthed another one there.
They've obviously paid a lot of money for him and for Wissa. Wissa was injured because, isn't it mad, isn't it? You haven't played any football for God knows how long, and then you get chucked into 2 international matches, and then all of a sudden you're out injured.
Is it a bad one, or is it?
The rumours are that it's not an ACL. It's just going to be 4 or 5 weeks.
No, that's not too bad then. Good.
I hope that's the case. But I think, as you've just said, a new signing, getting off the mark so early, a centre forward, exactly what's needed.
You're going on Wednesday, Alan?
Thursday. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's Thursday night, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Can you believe it, right? The fan fest that the Premier League do in the States. This has been arranged for such a long time. I'm going to Kansas and my flight's on Thursday. Can you believe that? Going to miss the game.
Oh, no. Really?
Can't believe it.
Crikey.
Yeah, nightmare for me, unfortunately.
Barcelona. I was wondering why you hadn't invited me up.
Are you coming? Are you going?
No, if you'd have invited me up for.
Oh right, okay. Sorry,
Barcelona.
I thought you were invited. Yeah,
actually, I can't anyway because I'm starting filming my new show, The Box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I start on Wednesday for 3 weeks filming. I can't give too much away because I don't know what I can say and what I can't say. So
interesting.
But
when's that out? Can you say that?
Yeah, I think probably the spring,
Nice.
early next year.
Good.
So, but we're going to record it over the next 3 weeks, and
brilliant.
Looking forward to it. Actually, should be a lot of fun. Some good guests, which I can't say. Not at the moment. Oh dear, can you imagine if I gave the game away? I've been the doghouse before I even started. Wolves, producer John, put your hands over your ears now. First time they've ever started a league season with 4 straight defeats.
Yeah, I thought they looked very blunt. I mean, they could have scored after, 8 or 9 seconds it was when the ball went straight up there.
They did lose their best 2 players.
Yeah, and Strand Larsen obviously is injured. And
Exactly.
there was speculation about him leaving, but they've managed to keep hold of him. But ironically, he's got an injury. But they looked a bit light up top and in front of goal, and that would be the worry for me. But didn't they have a really poor start last year as well and came back?
They did. But it did cost the manager his job, obviously. So he needs to turn it around. I think their fixtures, last season they had incredibly difficult fixtures for about the first 7 games. This season, I think with the next few games, they've got a few against clubs down the bottom of or could probably be at some point down the bottom of the table. Bournemouth, we thought they might struggle a bit this season, losing what they lost most of their back 4.
Yeah, and the keeper.
And the keeper.
Yeah.
He's obviously a very, very talented coach, right?
Yeah, what they lost? They lost Zabani, they lost Housen, they lost Kirkes, lost the goalkeeper, Kepa. Yeah, what a win the last time out, and then another impressive win this weekend. So yeah, they've got some good players, and he looks a very, very good manager, doesn't he? In what he's done and what he's doing at Bournemouth. So they'll be tough to play against this season, Bournemouth, if they can keep them fit.
He seems to consistently improve Semenyo.
Yeah.
If he can keep this sort of form up, really, really good, obviously, assist and knocks his penalty away comfortably, but he looks dangerous. He's really like him.
Yeah, he's had a good start to the season,
hasn't he? He's had a good start. Obviously, if he can be consistent, that's the key.
He got those goals at Liverpool, didn't he? Where he was brilliant. So he's had a really impressive start to the season, yeah.
Yeah, he really has. There weren't many goals in the other games.
No.
Except for Paul Goodmanson.
No.
Felt for him. 94th minute, 0-0. And headed into his own net. His face, apparently he was in tears in the dressing room after the game. It was just one of those freakish things and a bit of luck for Fulham, obviously.
How's your luck? Oh, God, good. Kevin had the shot, didn't he? Keeper saved it. They get the corner. And then, there's not a lot he could do, to be honest, but it was just I actually felt for him, I guess, like most people did.
Yeah, good job Micah's gone now because he'd have been upset because that's one of the 47 teams he supports. But Kevin made a difference. He came on, 15, 20 minutes to go, and he looked, we've seen him at Shakhtar Donetsk over the last few years on European football, but blimey, he set the place on fire.
Did well, didn't he? And he did well to get the corner because it was a great effort, which the keeper did really well to save, and that's how they've ultimately won the game. So, he's made a difference, and I guess it's only probably a matter of time. When you cost that much money, then it's only a matter of time before he starts on a regular basis.
Absolutely. Let's call it a day there, Alan. Before I leave you, a quick reminder that the rest is football. La Liga will be out tomorrow for you if you're listening to this on Monday with me and Alex Aljo. So look forward to that, and hopefully you'll join us. If not, well, it's Champions League week to look forward to, so there'll be lots to talk about soon. But for now, goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me, and have a great week.